Hi friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Brooke and I am so happy to have you here. It has been a crazy 2 weeks. Last week, I wasn't able to get an upload up because Ohio has been having some crazy weather. We had this storm come through and it flattened out half of my cornfield. It took out my favorite sunflower, and but you know what? It's okay. We're gonna rock with it. It'll be all right. It's not too late to get some corn from our farmers that are near us, and that's just what we might have to do. But there is some that we were able to salvage. The storms, the earthquakes, yes, you heard that right, an earthquake. We also lost our internet connection for almost 4 days, and I got a little getaway. But in between all of that, or after or before, I have done quite a lot of preserving. I've been bringing in baskets after baskets full of tomatoes and peppers, and we also got our potatoes harvested, and most of ours, not all, but most of our squashes. So I'd like to bring you along on crazy last 2 weeks, share our harvests, and how I'm preserving all of this. So without further ado, let's get to the video. By the way, thank you for joining. Peaches is what we are going to preserve today. I was gifted all of these peaches, and I'm super excited to learn how to can up some beautiful peaches for the first time. Just look at that. So let's get to it. Okay, so I thought I was going to be canning up peaches, but I started to cut them up and they are a little bit too ripe, so they're really starting to like mush up. So I thought I'd make some peach applesauce because we love flavored applesauce, and some of my apples are in need of being used up. So we're going to use up these apples and as many of these peaches that we can, and we're gonna make some applesauce with that today because I think it'll work a lot better than trying to can mushy peaches, because from what I've read, they should be still firm. So yeah, let's get to making some applesauce. Applesauce is one of my favorite things to make. It is super simple. So I'm just taking about 15 small apples and I'm peeling them, coring them, and cutting them up. And then I'm going to take about 6 to 8 of peaches, and then I'm going to peel those and also take out the seed. And then I'm going to put them on the stove to simmer to a mushy consistency. I'm going to add a half a cup of sugar. I did throw a few strawberries in there. And then I'm going to immersion blend it and stick it in my water bath for about 20 minutes. Enjoy, friends. One of my favorite parts of the day is when all of these dishes are washed and dried and put away, and my kitchen looks complete. I really need to remember to wear an apron. The tomatoes seem to be coming in faster than I know what to do with them, but I sure feel blessed that I have all this work to do. I do a simple tomato sauce. It seems more versatile for my family, just to cook down the tomatoes to a wonderful consistency. I put it in my roaster on slow all day, or low, not slow. And then I just can it up and pull it off the shelf and make whatever I need out of it. I truly love having all this delicious homemade spaghetti sauce or tomato sauce. Okay, so we got 10 quart-sized jars of tomato sauce, and now we're going to be working on Sloppy Joe sauce. It's usually a little smoother than that. A trip to the beach is just what the doctor ordered. I feel rejuvenated, and it was such a beautiful weekend.
Areas.
Oh, it smells good. It's so cute. This adorable restaurant is in New Smyrna in Florida, and I absolutely recommend it. Not only was the service wonderful, but it tasted so good. But I love his cute little face.
Crazy may not be the right term for him.
You love your mama. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do I have permission to record you? It still blows my mind that all you have to do is plant a seed, and it gives off all of this beauty and wonderful things to taste and feed your family with. I love spending this time in my garden. Do you still have the apple picker? Did Elijah take it? It was truly a blessing that we found this apple tree. I was so excited. I was jumping up and down. My dreams of homesteading
Give those to Mama.
is
She would love those.
becoming a reality, and I couldn't be more happy. I really, truly am happy. Just like that country song says, buy dirt. Buy dirt. Buy lots of it. I bought this apple picker off of Amazon, and I don't know what we'd do without it. We did drag our trampoline over here to help us because the apple tree is so high up. But we're managing. Look at all these apples. Potato harvesting has to be one of my favorite things to harvest. It truly is like finding treasures. And to think
that we got this garden in late and literally just used the potatoes growing spuds in our pantry, and we got such a bounty. I can't wait for you to see it. We had 5 little boys on our little homestead today helping us out. My friend and her husband went to a party, and so she dropped her 3 boys off. And you'll see that I have a little helper named Mason here showing up in a little bit.
That's cool. That's a lot of weight.
Yeah. What do you think? Maybe like 50 pounds?
Might be a little more than 50.
Yeah. Right.
Why are the
So Mason's going to be my helper.
why are the spaghetti squash done or the?
Oh yeah, they're done. There's some in here that aren't, but it's the end of the season for them.
I meant the leaves.
Oh yeah, this happens towards the end. It's that,
Where I remember.
yeah, powdery mildew.
Yeah, at our house we have that stuff too.
But look at these. And we got some butternut in here. Oh, they're everywhere. Right here. Look at all these. Right here. Oh yeah, I've been checking them.
You know how to check a spaghetti squash?
So.
Yeah, put your nail into it.
How do you know when it's right?
When you don't see a dent.
He watches my YouTube. Don't ya?
It's one thing to watch it, but it's another thing to retain it and remember.
Yep, he's great. He's my farmer helper. All right, I think we got a lot of them, Mason.
Alright.
Okay, let's start. Now some of these ones that are still green like this one over here. Oh, but it came off.
Yeah, the ones that are still green, I think
Oh.
they're right.
But it is.
Really?
Yep.
Last year we only had a couple of those. Like,
Want
All
me to
right.
turn the sprinkler on?
No, thank you.
I have the hose already.
Look how tall that corn is next to Rob, though.
At least 10 feet.
It's huge. All right.
There's ears on the popcorn.
Yeah, they don't get as big. They get smaller ones and more of them. All right, let's pick some. Thank you.
Yep.
Grasshoppers on this one. Good, ready? Oh, that's heavy.
oh, God. Put something else in there.
So what I do is, so next year I will, at the end of the season, I'm gonna mow it all down,
Yeah?
and then I'll put fresh mulch over top of it and cover it with a tarp, so it keeps all of the ground nice and healthy.
So these don't grow back next year when you...
No, these won't grow back. You gotta put new ones in.
Is the butternut done?
I don't know yet. I think it... Thank you so much, friends, for joining me and my family and our cute little visitors as we harvest and preserve all this stuff. It truly is a dream come true. I planted my first seed 5 years ago, and from that I found so much joy and so much happiness And I found my passion. I found me.
Oh my goodness.
Was it on video the whole time?
I don't think the whole time. That's our haul. Very cool.
Where's the RC1? Do you have the remote control for this? Yes, it's somewhere in the house.
All right, I'll go find a bucket and you can do the bubbles, okay?
Hey guys! Anyone ready for Let's fill our stuff up with Rain destruction!
What are you doing, Jace?
Getting water. I got one.
You got one?
I got two apples.
Very cool. What you got, guys?
We're trying to get the apples off the side.
All right. All right, that's awesome. Even if they're a little bruised, we can cut them off.
Yeah.
Very cool. Look at that. Thank you for your help.
Oh,
I appreciate that.
really tiny.
They are tiny. You know why they're tiny? Because the person who had this property let this tree get too tall, and so you can't prune them. You're supposed to go through and pick different apples out. Rob's mowing. Chickens are chickening. Let's see where the girls are at. Mace already got the eggs out. What you doing, pretty girl? Hey, girl. Hi, baby. What you doing? Oh, my. Oh, my. You got a lot to say. Tell me about it, girlfriend. Yeah? Hold on. All right. Let me see.
Hey, Mom.
Wow, you did get a big one.
Mom, I see some pretty good juicy, bacon juicy apples back there.
Okay, let's see if you can get them.
Which would normally we come and we dip, but you got out here and it's frozen.
This is a Kellogg's Breakfast tomato, and it's my first year growing it, and I will say that I absolutely love them. Not only do they grow so big, but they are so tasty. So I'm just washing and coring and cutting any of the bad spots off. This tomato right here is delicious. It's a pink crim, and it's a very meaty tomato, actually. It's pretty good for sauces. Everyone goes for the Romas, which they're wonderful too. But if you can find some of those larger, meatier ones, they go a long way. I find it so fun documenting all of this. I can't wait to look back at it when we finally have everything set up and just remember all of this hard work. All right, we got all of our harvesting containers all cleaned up. We got the sink all cleared out except for one mason jar. And our tomatoes are piled high. It's all tidy, and now we're gonna have a little bit of downtime before we go to Elisha's appointment to get the results of his sleep study. Ugh, I just saw some dirt. I'm not gonna wipe that off. One spot missed. It's always something. All right, there we go. All better. Now it's all clean. Alrighty, and just like that, we went out and we got a whole nother basket full of dirty tomatoes. And our tomatoes are starting to boil down. I don't know. This is heaven to me. It all starts with one seed. All right, friends, so we're back. Our tomatoes have reduced some, so I went and added about another 15 to 20 tomatoes, and then we're gonna let it reduce by half. And then I'm going to show you the recipe to my sloppy joes, but most of it really is just going to go towards tomato sauce because I think it's a really versatile thing to have on your shelf. You can make spaghetti sauce from it. You can make really anything you want when you have tomato sauce. Homemade, what is your favorite thing that I make from it? Eli, we just got back from the appointment. You guys really like my tomato sauce and my tomato soup that we make from it. So I will catch back with y'all as soon as this is reduced by half. Eli is saying hi. Say hi, friends.
Hi and bye.
Hi and bye. All right.
Hey everybody, this is our mama's clay. It just looks like dirt, and the clay has dried up a lot.
Here.
When we first unearthed it.
Is this clay right here, E?
Yep. We can't wait to like wetten it and make it like all sorts of pots and stuff. We're planning on like selling the pots.
Yeah.
I need the caffeine this morning. Good morning, friends. So I am going to finally get to this tomato sauce and get to the sloppy joe part of this video. It has reduced by half. Remember, it was super piled high. And I'm gonna immersion blend it one more time. And then we're gonna get to that sloppy joe mix. But before we do, I want to give you my weekly video reminder. If no one has told you today that you are loved and you are valuable, here is your reminder. You are so loved and you are so valuable. And I appreciate every single one of you for watching. So without further ado, I'm gonna knock back some of this caffeine. And then we are going to get to that sloppy joes. But before we do, I want to show you what I've been working on. So I started to learn the process of water glassing my fresh eggs from the chickens. Isn't that a beautiful jar? Hopefully that will be in next week's video, along with jams and some more applesauce. So who knows what we're gonna get into, but we'll see you next week. Okay friends, it's finally Sloppy Joe time. So I have already cut up a couple of my King of the North peppers, which I'm super proud of. They're huge. Brenda, I hope you're growing those. Anyway, so I'm gonna put 2 cups into my electric roaster that I have the remaining amount of sauce, and it is about 3 quarts worth of sauce in here. I am gonna go ahead and put them in pint jars though. We are going to need a cup of Worcestershire sauce and brown sugar. I will leave the whole recipe because I don't want to mess up all the measurements and all that stuff. And then we're also going to put a whole red onion into it. And then I'm going to put it on low and let it simmer for a couple of hours. And then when I get home from running more errands and taking my sweet husband some lunch, then I will can it up into these pint jars after they've been washed, of course. Hi friends, so we're finally getting to the Sloppy Joe part of this video. I have all of my jars washed and sanitized. My sauce with the peppers and all of that has been, the Sloppy Joe sauce has been cooking down a little bit for the past hour or so on low, like I showed you, and then I'm going to put them in a water bath canner because the acidity level is right now. When I go and take this off the shelf, I do add mustard and a little bit of cayenne because we like the manwich bold. So it just has a more similar taste to that. But the recipe that you're going to be making will be like just the regular manwich. But thank you guys so very much for hanging with me during this video and just showing up. It's much appreciated. My little boys, if you didn't hear just that blooper of noise in the background, I interrupted their cartoon watching to finish up this video, so I'm gonna let them get back to it. And you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Thank you.